I was beside myself because I'm not for tanking. Okay, I'm not. But I do remember when the Detroit Lions had a line on Chase Young. Okay, second pick, they're going to get the second pick. They win this game toward the end of the season. Meaningless. I'm like, this is stupid. This is dumb. They just lost Chase Young, and all these Lions fans got in my ear. We don't care about the draft. People talking about the draft right now are losers. Blah blah blah. I'm like, all I've heard is that you hate Jeff Okudah. He's a bust. He hasn't worked out. What a mess. What a terrible. Obviously, Chase Young's season ends earlier for Washington. I would much rather have him. Okay. Now you're in a situation where you can have the number one pick in the draft, right? I mean, to me, I looked at the schedule. I'm like, probably going to lose out here. But you know what? You're going to have the top pick. It's probably a 2-player draft. So if you have 1 or 2, you could be okay. But I sure would want, in my evaluations, to be picking first in that too. Just in case. In my evaluations, I'm like, we really like one guy and not the other. Or we like him more than the other. What happens? The Detroit Lions, God bless them, they beat the Arizona Cardinals in the. We keep having every couple of weeks. It's the least, it's the most incomprehensible game we could have thought of. This one to me had to be it. Like, this is it. There's no way in hell I would have ever believed this would happen. They beat the Arizona Cardinals 30-12. Whoop them. Whoop them. Jared Goff plays a really good game. Detroit's defense played a really good game. They kind of put it all together. and all I can think about is I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the fan base that you won, but you are so snake bitten that you can't even seem to lose in the right spots and win in the right spots, which is a weird thing to say. But I'm just telling you, there's just times like this. Go ask the Jets. Go ask the Jets. As bad as Trevor Lawrence is playing right now, as screwed up as it is, go ask the Jets if they care whether or not they had 1 or 2. They do. It does matter in spots. I'm happy for Lions fans, but
let me push back a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Because there's something to be said. Like, there's something to be said for winning, getting a winning culture going, and getting some. Hey, no, we didn't go 16-1 or whatever. We won a couple games late. We beat the pants off of Arizona. I think that's good for your locker room. I think it's good for you going forward. And also, I mean, me and you both know you can't tank in the NFL. It just doesn't work. You can look. They've already stripped down the roster. What else are they going to do? You cannot tell Jared Goff, go throw some interceptions.
There's no playing the young guys. It's not like, hey, let's get a look at the backups. Yeah, no, I mean, there's nobody you're trying to groom for later.
Right. So, and I mean, the Chase Young example, it's one in your favor for sure. But how many times have we seen it work out where the first, second pick isn't what we thought he was, but the third, fourth pick ends up being a really good fit? I don't know. I think this was totally fine for the Lions. I think there's, you can't, for one, you can't tell people to tank. It's just, that's not how
I'm not, no, I'm not saying tanking. my point was,
yeah,
it's a nuanced
bad
point.
Win. That's a bad
win. But it's I'm not telling people to tank. I don't like tanking. I'm not for it. Like, I'm not, like, I kind of make jokes about it. Trez and I used to make jokes about Miami tanking for 2, all that stuff. And I'm just more like, when I look at the franchise, I'm like, there are times where it's going to be really advantageous to win. There's times where it's going to be advantageous to lose. And it sounds weird to say that, but it's the truth because of how the league is designed and how talent is procured. There are times where even though you're trying to win, you lose, and there's a silver lining to the loss. The opposite is sometimes you win, and the silver lining isn't quite what you would think it is. And I'm with you. You're right about the culture. I guess the question is, do you believe that Dan Campbell, if you're like, he is definitely going to be the coach, it's definitely going to work, he's the right guy for the team. If you believe that, then absolutely, then win every game going out. Like, fine. If you believe in him, if you're 100%, your faith is there that he's the right guy, it's the right call, it's the right build, then it doesn't matter. I am not quite there. I'm okay. Not quite. I'm not there at all. Okay. With this being a long term, I guess in 2 years, the staff, I think, will be different and will be going, maybe that wasn't such a great thing.
Maybe I'm just being dumb, but I'm kind of buying in. I didn't think I would.
Okay.
I was with you months ago. I was like rolling my eyes at the whole kneecap biting thing and this rah-rah stuff that just doesn't, this is not college. Okay. This doesn't work. But I watch this team play hard every single week. There's been a couple of the Eagles got up on them and just kind of took their will. Last week against the Broncos, you could see a letdown coming after their Super Bowl win against the Vikings in the last play. You knew they were going to let down. But they come back this week against a team, they're, I think, 13, 12 and a half point underdogs. They had no business winning that game. And they dominated. Like you said, they dominated this game.
Did. They really did.
I kept watching, like, okay, Cardinals are going to get a drive going here, and they're going to flip the game around. It just never happened. Like, they got absolutely pushed around. So I'm actually kind of buying into Dan Campbell. I think that these guys like playing for him. He's could be one of these coaches who's not necessarily an X's and O's guru, but a good kind of CEO type of coach. If he's got the right coordinators around him, I could see him being a success because the players buy into what he's selling.